much quick speed. The social is changing, especially the younger generation is facing on the new things. So government has to change it.
Yeah.
I want to change it.
Chika,
Hi, Derek.
welcome to Civic Punks.
Welcome to Tokyo.
Thank you. It's great here. Why don't we start by, can you tell me a bit more about yourself?
Yeah, I'm starting my career as an editor,
Okay.
and I'm writing the article about art, culture, technology, and also fashion.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know the story.
That's my first.
Okay. So how did you go from that to working in government?
Yes, after doing the editor, I was working at some organization, the Japanese organization, medical doctors organization, and they want to share their knowledge to the global level. It is cardiology doctors, and they want to share how the Japan doctors are solving the problem in the cardiology area. And I'm supporting them as a PR and also the editor-in-chief of their journal.
And then from there you...
Yes, and then I moved to the Ministry of Interior. I don't know why I chose that way.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a jump.
Yes, it's a jump, a semi-public sector and a joint to the public sector. And, that moment is almost 12 years ago. The Ministry of Interior is looking for the person who can analyze about how design works in the government. So one of my friends mentioned to me, so Chika, you're working with the designer whole life of your, after you're working at the society, and it's a good chance to put your ideas into the government about the design. So that's why I choose to join the Ministry of Interior.
Okay. And you've been working in that space really ever since.
Yes. I don't know why I didn't quit it, but I'm continuing because it's not half done yet. So that's why I'm continuing now.
Well, and one of the things that I think is really interesting is that probably more than most people I've met in government, you have this incredible curiosity about how people are applying design and beyond design, just transformation of government in general all over the world. And what for you has sparked that curiosity? Why are you so curious about what other countries are doing?
Yeah, so my first project is researching about the Denmark, how Denmark implemented the design to the policy making and also government itself. So my first interview was the designer, the very famous designer from the Danish Design Center, and he told me design is everywhere, including the government. So if the Japanese government doesn't notice about it, but everyone is doing it in daily life. And then he introducing me and Christian Bason, and I've read his book, and then I found it. Oh, that's I wanted to do the next in the Japan government.
It's really cool. I mean, we're going to talk more about Christian's book later in this interview, but it's definitely was something that for me was inspirational as well. And beyond the book, of course, Christian himself said really inspiring years. So what are you doing now? What's the current role that you have with the government?
Yeah, I have two roles. One is the design community manager. It's connecting each ministries and also local government people who want to run design, service design, policy design. So I'm connecting to them and making the community and building the learning process inside the government. That's one. And another one is head of intelligence research. This is a quite huge role. I'm going to researching about how other government is doing the new things, implementing the new technology and how to build their strategy. And then we're going to analyze it and searching and looking for lots of lacking of Japanese government.
So we're going through a pretty crazy period right now as a world. Japan as a country is going to have a new government. point of transition. With all this change, what is exciting you? What are you looking forward to, or what's coming next?
It's a big question, but in these decades, the Japan is kind of mysterious country. We have never shared our failure cases and also our success cases, even our success cases. But now my organization is quite a new organization, and we can share our challenges and then also the failure cases to the global. So we go to the conference and we can share the what we are doing and what we failed. So we can learn each other. So usually the Japan government is always learning from the other government, but now we can share our challenges. So that's a very big changing at me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a huge advocate of sharing our failures. God knows I have lots to share, but we all do. I mean, it's part of trying to create changes. You're constantly trying things that don't necessarily work. And if we just share our failures, there's so much we can learn. So amazing. I'm super excited to learn more about your failures. Okay, so at the core of what this is about is this idea of civic punks. I mean, you are a civic punk. You inspire me in so many ways with what you're doing. But for you, this term civic punks, what does it mean to you?
I want to be like Avengers.
I like that.
Government. Yes, it's everyone has a different specialities. Everyone has a different abilities, and if some issues happen, we are gathering together, and we're going to fight together, and be always unite very nicely. So that's one of my images for his punks.
I like that. I'm going to use that. It's a good one. So I know you have done a ton of research. You're very curious about what's happening in the world. Is there any book or article or idea that has been particularly influential on how you think and what you're working on?
Yes, as I mentioned at the beginning, the one of the book written by Christian Bason, Reading Public Sector Innovations. This is my first the book for understanding how the government can solve the social issue with the design and the technology and innovative way, not like a bureaucrat's way. That's a big moment for me to read that book.
Well, we were talking a bit about this earlier. For me, it's the same thing. The Christian's book is the one that was my entryway into this as well. I did a graduate diploma in social innovation, and it was one of the required readings for that program. And I ended up doing a study as part of that program on innovation labs inspired by Christian's work. How does that book continue to influence?
Yes, to be honest, in the government, that before I'm joining the government, to show the new ideas, to making the new challenges is the most impactful moment at the private sector. But in the government, if I said the new ideas, people says, "Oh, Chika, stop saying the new things. It's too much. It's too early. We cannot do it." So this is my first time. If I said the new ideas and everyone ignore it, everyone says, "This is no, it's not. It's not the time." But we have to challenging the new things because so much quick speed. The social is changing, especially the younger generation is facing on the new things, so government has to change it. So I think that the first time I met Chika, we talked about Japan is still using the 19th century rules, and we want to solve the problems, 21st century problems, using the 20th organization model. I want to change it.
Well, I think you are. I mean, it's interesting to hear like your influence. Obviously, you're well known and well respected around the world. Even here in Japan, especially here in Japan, there's a lot of, what you're doing is shaping and inspiring change here in government. So I'm really excited. I think Japan is going to be playing a key role in terms of what comes next.
Yeah, I hope so. Yes, my team has been starting collaboration research with the youth generation, especially who is studying abroad. I want to hear the perspective from the outside from Japan and see Japan and how do they feel it. So this is the third year of this project, and always those generation mentioned as. We can change more. Japan can change more. The Japan has taken a little more, exciting roles in the global level. The younger generation thinks about it, but the government is still inside, the very domestic way, domestic thinker. So that's we have a gap between the younger generation and the government level. So we want to change it with, collaborate with them.
Well, I think this is a huge opportunity, right? There's going to be one of the most powerful drivers of change in any system is a shift in generations, a new generation rising up and bringing new ideas, new perspectives, new approaches. And that is inevitable, and it happens in every government, and it's happening here in Japan, which is quite exciting to see.
Yeah, so long years, the Japan is very stable. Japanese government is very stable. That is one point of the success. But in this era, the digital coming, AI coming, the childbirth decreasing and elderly people increasing. So that moment, not only to be the stable is work anymore. So we have to challenge the new things.
Well, Chika, amazing. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you. I hope we can collaborate again.
Oh, 100%. Well, we're going to be hanging out in June.
Yes, Creative Bureaucracy.
At the Creative Bureaucracy Festival, as well as we're going to both be going to Denmark in June as well to hang out with Christian.
Yes.
And I know he's
the master Christian.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. Amazing. So lots of collaboration to come.
Yes, the keeping learning is very important for us. We have to know each other.
Well, I mean, I am just so appreciative of you hosting me here in Japan, because I'm learning from you and from all of this amazing network of people in Japan. So, and hopefully finding ways to share this learning through videos and podcasts and stuff. So.
But anyway, how's the impression of Japan?
My impression of Japan, yeah, it's been really interesting. I can see there's a lot of. I think the thing that I have found interesting is all of these ideas and energy that people have to reimagine the way government works and is structured, that has been developed separate from a lot of the other conversations I'm part of. So it's been interesting. I have conversations with people and, this sounds exactly like Tim O'Reilly's work on government as a platform. And they had never heard of Tim O'Reilly in governance platform work, but had independently created something along the same lines. And for me, that's sort of, one, just really interesting, but two, gratifying to know that it's one of those things that sometimes an idea, it's time for an idea. Like an idea, its time has come, and you see it independently be arrived at in different places by different people. Flight is a really good example. There's multiple people who invented flights around the same time. Same with electricity. And so for me, this is being here in Japan and seeing how these people have come up with these ideas independent of a lot of the other conversations I'm part of gives me a lot of hope and excitement that there are these ideas who's to have this go. And yeah, it's just really exciting. And of course, just meeting really interesting people who have this passion for making things better. It's just so much fun.
I really hope that civic punks visit Japan.
Oh yeah.
And give us impressive.
I'll be back, 100%.
Yes, I'm looking for that. Civic punks to Japan. I'm happy to host everyone.
Nice.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Chika.